It is the beginning of a new week and a big one in Canberra. The PM has clocked up 100 days in office as the halls of power prepare for this week's Jobs Summit. So joining us now to discuss all of the day's news is host of Overnights on 2GB and 4BC, Michael McLaren. Michael, welcome.
Hi Chris, how are you?
Very well. I'll give you an open-ended question to start. What did you make of Anthony Albanese's speech at the Press Club today in terms of his right to brag about the party's achievements, firstly?
Well, in one word, it's predictable. There wasn't a lot to speak of. I know Shaq had a 10-second press conference. Albo probably could have run through the achievements in about 30. There hasn't been much. There's been a lot of, shall we say, inquiries called, and most of those superfluous into the former Prime Minister. But now that Anthony Albanese is the Prime Minister, now that his party are on the Treasury benches, believe it or not, they're in government. And that means you can pass legislation and do some things. Now, we heard they had a lot of plans leading into the previous election. We haven't really seen too many of those plans materialise, except, as you said correctly earlier, two issues. One, foreign affairs, and they've done quite well there.
Yeah.
The other, obviously, being this 43% based off 2005 level reduction on emissions. But as we're seeing in Europe, they're a little bit further down. The canary from Europe's a bit further down that coal mine, so to speak, and it ain't going so well. So as far as their achievements, 100 days is a nonsense measure anyway, but we all look at it and there hasn't been a lot, let's be honest.
Now, not one question about the very odd Shaquille O'Neal presser on Saturday. The Canberra Gallery, maybe they don't want to upset the voice to Parliament. They don't want to look like as if they're standing in the way.
Well, there's probably that. I thought when I saw it on TV, I was watching a rerun of Twins, you know, with Schwarzenegger and DeVito. Well, it was just bizarre. But then, yeah. What is this voice? We keep hearing that it's going to get over the line, and there's opinion polls being done saying 60 or so % of the Australian public support it, and yet the same polls, I think, show only 30% of people know what it's about. So go figure out those numbers. They don't seem to match. Look, Shaquille O'Neal, is he the go-to? I mean, who's next? Dennis Rodman going to come in next and give his two bobs? The thing is really very bizarre. But the whole voice referendum today, Chris, as you know, is very bizarre. We're basically being told it's a fait accompli, and yet no one, even the advocates, can advocate the details.
Yeah.